All right, everybody, if you could find your spots, we're going to get started here pretty soon. The first person I have up on the list is going to be Carrie. So, Carrie, if you want to get your stuff ready. Otherwise, I would like to welcome everybody to the March Open Mic Night here at Great River Arts. Great River Arts is a member-supported nonprofit, and we're able to offer Open Mic Night here tonight as part of a grant from the Five Wings Arts Council. So that's really great. We're super excited to be able to have Open Mic Night. Just a heads up, we're not doing Open Mic Night in April because we're going to be doing a dinner theater production. That's opening night is the first Thursday, unfortunately. So no Open Mic Night in April, but we'll be back again in May. Okay, so you guys are right in the middle of a cool art exhibit right now. It's the high school art show that has just been hung in the last, it's not even finished yet. So it's a bunch of really cool art, lots of different media, lots of cool stuff. So make sure you check it out. Actually, how many of you guys are in the show? Good job. It looks awesome. Everything came together super well, so we're really excited. The reception for this show is going to be on Saturday, the 12th of March from noon until 2, and the Flyer Jazz Combo is going to be playing, so it's going to be really fun. So I will continue talking later, but let's welcome Carrie to the stage. After Carrie, we're going to have Jesse. And then Herbie, and we'll keep going. But there's more room on the list, so if you're interested in performing, come on and sign up. All right, let's welcome Carrie to the stage.
I'm going to turn up. I'm used to having it up. Okay, this one, for those who haven't heard it yet, this one's a little one called Space. Well, I can't get along without you, like a dog without a bone, a man without a home. I've lost my touch, I've wasted my time. The red dress, the black gloves, the way that she sang her favorite song. In a second, she's gone, and she takes me with. And when I look into your eyes, all I see is space. When I gaze at the stars, all I see is your face. The tears bound to the pillowcase. Is it really worth the long drive down the road? I'll stay with you if you say so. If you say no, Won't you wait a little bit for the acid to kick in? Learn to love, that'll come down, it'll spread you so thin. Go and take the millions, take the dirty hats, and stick them up your ass. Sorry about that. I'll take the cheap seats for my company. Don't come served in a glass. Oh, man in the sea, doing what you were born to. Traveling in my knee, I can't walk and I don't care to. I met a strange bird, her legs, they were skinny like a child. She roamed this land, strong-willed, free and wild. All the notables and their spine-wise, 3 hipsters, 2 merchants in county. They saw the black dawn off from the midnight skies. Man, you should have seen them, they were so down in the dumps that night. Oh, man in the sea, doing what you were born to. Traveling in my knee, can't walk and I don't care to. I do it all for you, I do it for no one. Sing this song for you, but I sing it for no one. I was dreaming of the past, and my heart was beating fast. I began to lose control. I began to lose control. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh no, I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy. I was feeling insecure. You might not love me anymore. I was shivering inside. I was shivering inside. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh no, I didn't want to hurt you. jealous guy. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh no, I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy. I was trying to catch your eye. Something you was trying to hide. I was swallowing my pain. I was swallowing my pain. Oh no, I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh no, I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy. Watch out, I'm just a jealous guy. Look out, babe, I'm just a jealous guy. Thank you. Give one good old hand for Becky. This one's called Modern Girls and Old-Fashioned Men. Modern girls always have to go. Fashion men always want a mistress. Fashion girls always get their way. Fashion men dream of what they can't say. Right, 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 right. I don't belong. Why you gotta say it if you know something about you? Says that he'll apologize and it won't take too long. But you don't have no happiness at all. Some things are gonna have to change. Everyone has the same opinion. The time is almost over. We won't get the chance to do this over. I don't want the imprint of your key upon my nose. Now you gotta tell no one, cause no one wants to know that you don't have happiness at all. Oh yes, we're falling down. Oh yes, we're falling down. Oh yes, we're falling down. Yes, we're falling down. Oh yes, we're falling down. Oh yes, we're falling down. Yes, we're falling down. So I'm walking out. tell me so. That's all I got. Thank you.
Hey, great job, Carrie. That was awesome. So next up, we have Jesse and Elijah doing not songs. This is all I was told. Or maybe songs? Not songs. After that, we'll have Herbie, and then we will have Alexandra. There's still a couple spots left, so please make sure if you're interested in performing that you sign up. Otherwise, let's welcome Jesse and Elijah.
This afternoon, I had this idea, this epiphany, that what if I had no songs prepared whatsoever, but what if I instead read a story? What if I took Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven and ran it through an ungodly amount of languages on Google Translate before translating it back into English? So Elijah here is going to read the original stanza, and then I'm going to read the translated version, and we're going to get through as many stanzas as we possibly can before people are like, yeah, that's too much, and then we get kicked off the stage. So, ready to go? All right, Elijah, start with the title and author.
The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe.
Rooster. Edgar.
Jesse hasn't read the translated version yet?
I haven't read the full translated version yet, so this is an experience for all of us.
I have, so it's new to him.
Yeah. You just hurry up now.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more.
I think that in a dark environment under ye two, quaint curiosity, volume, forgotten lore, I am is nodded, almost in a state of stupor and suddenly percussion. Their door blew who? It's just that I beat on the door, he said. There are few tourists, just as a whole.
Distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore.
Oh, I remember clear dark December, on Chip Live in the apartment, dead garlic. Next day started, I'm vainly, Renault mourns the loss of my books. INA Angelino called this little girl bright many.
And the silken sad uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, this it is, and nothing more."
All the pain of local purple silk curtain crunch. Silk curtain crunch, yes. I am filled with horror stories of all time, so exciting. So now my heart, I'm in the Western practice. In my room, door some tourists. Law decisions requires foreigners to door there before. Somehow, nothing more.
Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there and nothing more."
Today, in the dynamic growth of my soul, before puts his reluctance. Lord, I am a mother, found in the bone, DDA, see, forgive me. He said, but the fact is, sleep and light before you, come lab, and very quiet, can you hear someone in the speed hit me? There are people here are rare. I am the door! Dark and nothing else.
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word Lenore. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word Lenore, merely this and nothing more.
PPPH dark. Very frightened, me standing confused. Of course, no one dares to go to bed before a sleeping nest up in this dream. Like the tone relaxation, quiet, hard sem. The word says, but it is clear that the hierarchy Lino said. I whispered to Ido, Echo, Garlic, and the word Lenore, but no more.
Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than before. Surely, said I, surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see, then, what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind and nothing more.
Turn Kuna front of the camera. It will burn everything in my life. Recently, I heard some of INA more guru yet. Sure, of course, I said something in class. Have enough to think a little secret, meaning INA learning. My heart is still hidden departure, time in the morning. The wind does not INA. World more!
Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obscient he, not a minute stopped or stayed he. But with mine of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my door, perched and sat, and nothing more.
Vibration here, I had to open the door flirtatious. It seems that the ancient sacred ritual Cornel last in reducing the time of folding Nido, but among sitting on my door a couple, the heart of the house in my room, April nest, sits sitting nothing.
This is the good one for him coming up next. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the graven stern decorum of the countenance it wore. Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
So sad, Dick Big Bird. My beguiling Gwen, seductive fantasy. Companies face greater use of pieces sculpture, but I'm not a coward, art career said. Do not put the chicken, are not crow. Tell me what is noble name, Pluto, our bank. There are problems, Raven, nevermore, and I.
Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing a bird above his chamber door. Bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore.
Adar, I was surprised, ungainly open dialogue. Although its worst long-term solution to reduce the barrel, we know that the NEB live. I see it all the time and space requires. New blessing, relief door, chest, and animals. Kuna, Adar, two by name.
But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word did he outpour. Nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, nevermore.
But Crow, sitting alone in the silence of the breast, That is, as himself in words, he said. BYD, said the punishment, April fluttered, although I say almost, cola. My friend had left search the next day, my expectation before retiring. INA, said the bird, nevermore, and I.
Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, doubtless, said I, what it utters is its only stock and store. Caught from some unhappy master whom unmercifully disaster followed fast and followed faster till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore of never, nevermore.
Here, the horse pale. Probably, I said, in its only warehouse stores. Said, it is unfortunate that the tragedy violence continues. It is fast, and then quickly dig, and then load, before loading morning soda, having INA hope. No return.
But the raven still beguiling all my fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of a bird, and bustin' door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore, meant in croaking nevermore.
Gwen, but still ravenware, all my fantasies. Simple! New breast and put pillows eds before. So, velvet, go left. New sinister fantasy, believe your subtle, plain, scary, at night, convincing, design, only charlatan.
This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. That's going to be bad. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining, on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er, but whose violet lining, with the lamplight gloating o'er, she shall press, nevermore.
I will participate in speculation, but the words of one syllable sat nest, new fire in my heart. My heart is burning eyes. He was always reading quietly in his duty of hair, LWC, velvet plastic coating, phase optical power, T. However, purple velvet lining exposed, he reveled with they. Oh, no!
Then, methought, the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the turfed floor. Wretched, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee, respite, and nepenthe from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff, this kind nepenthe, and forgot this lost Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore.
We can see the end, by the way. RNA for me, so I do not see the air thick smell sensors. Snow. Several feet touch the ground, control difficult. What pour? Your help, God sent angels. He said, entertainment thousands people and guarantee their daughter Lino. It Gil Canta, many concerns, INA forgot his lost Lenore. There are problems, Raven, nevermore, and I.
Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still if bird or devil, whether tempter sent, or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore, quoth the raven, nevermore.
The prophet, he said. So if bird or devil age, prophet ding, if you right here is the temptation to play or landing in the storm. However, all this fear, WK connection, enchanted desert shooting, it is scary ghosts and me to calm implore. Is this our Gilead? Tell me, begging me, tell me! There are problems, Raven, nevermore, and I.
Prophet, said I. No. Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstarting. Get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave me loneliness unbroken. quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak out from my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
There were actually 2 stanzas that started with prophet. You were right the first time. Let's just go back to that one afterward. Okay. Our parting words of Satan's signs. Said upstarting, Pluto, stormy night, go to the beach. He could not clear the whole spiritual history, beckoned ridiculous. Let me strength. Covet, wall of my door. My heart, in my way to the home of the ARC. There are problems, Raven, nevermore and I.
Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil. By that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore. Tell this soul with sorrow laden if, within the distant Aidenn, it shall clasp a sainted maiden, who the angels named Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden, who the angels named Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
The prophet. If I say something inappropriate, prophet. However, Adar or devil. All we bow ship, since we our God adore, asked if Jews mental weight. Jews. This concept includes the names of the angels, Virgin Renault, bright girl named Angel, pressure penalty in Reno. There are problems, Raven, nevermore and I.
And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting, on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.
Raven sitting on stationary, OL, UP, sitting or old, fly. Lighthouse breasts in my chamber door. INA, optical illusions, mourning his demons. Degree, light shadow, U with an umlaut. Bren, when the lower shadow spirit is, in many cases, the door. Until.
Rooster by Edgar.
And Elijah. That's it, thanks.
That went much better than I was anticipating when you told me you came up with it at 2:30. I was a little bit like, ooh, but it's great. That was super awesome. So next up we've got Herbie, and then after Herbie we'll have Alexandra featuring Carrie, and then Michael, and there's still room, so make sure you sign up, and we'll take care of it. So thank you guys for joining us. Let's give it up for Herbie Daigle.
You hear that all right? I woke up this morning, feeling around for my shoes. One thing about that baby, got walking blues. I woke up this morning, feeling around for my shoes. One thing about that baby, ooh, Lord, I got walking blues. People tell me walking blues ain't bad. Worst old feeling, Lord, I ever had. People, they tell me have to ride the blind. I've been mistreated, ooh, Lord, and I feel like dying. The woman I love, I took for my best friend. Some joker got lucky, brought her back again. Better come home in my kitchen. It's going to be raining outdoors. When a woman gets in trouble, the whole world just throw her down. She's looking for a good friend, none can be found. You better come home in my kitchen. It's going to be raining outdoors. I went up to the mountain, as far as my eye could see. Somebody got my woman, oh, lonely blues got me. Well, you better come on in my kitchen. It's going to be raining outdoors. It's going to be raining outdoors.
I gotta play with one eye working because the other eye, when I open it up, there's a light up there and I don't know what's happening, but I got tears flowing down my face.
It's late in the evening. She's brushing her long brown hair. This beautiful lady, wondering what clothes to wear. And then she asked me, does this look alright? I say, my darling, you party, and everyone turns to see this beautiful lady that's walking around with me. And then I tell her, as she turns down the light, I say, my darling, you were wonderful tonight. You're wonderful because I see the love lights in your eyes. The wonder of it all, you just don't realize how much I love you. It's time to go home now. I got an aching head, so I pass her the car keys, and she puts me to bed. And then I tell her, as she turns down the light, I say, my darling, you were wonderful tonight. You're wonderful because I see love lights in your eyes. The wonder of it all, you just don't realize how much I love you. Thank you. Now come here, baby, sit down on daddy's knee. Come here, baby, sit down on daddy's knee. Let me tell you about the way she treated me. I rolled and tumbled, I cried the whole night long. I rolled and tumbled, I cried the whole night long. I woke up this morning, I best be moving on. I rolled and tumbled, fell on my knees. I rolled and tumbled, fell down on my knees. I ain't got no more words, oh, won't you help me please? That's all. Thank you. Do I have time for another one? Or? February morning, day. Turned a key at 8:03, the battery passed away. Inside my automobile, I want my automobile. I'm gonna drive it all around this world. Brides get married in the springtime and widows get married in the fall. I got married in high school, or I never got married at all. Gonna drive my automobile, I want my automobile, I want my automobile. I'm gonna drive it all around this world. Everyone said to the new groom, "Oh, groom, what you gonna be?" Said, "I'm gonna be a symphony as soon as I find that key to my automobile. I want my automobile, I want my automobile. I'm gonna drive it all around this world." Here we go now. February morning, the car won't start today. I turned the key in at 8:03, the battery passed away. Inside my automobile, I want my automobile, I want my automobile. I'm gonna drive it all around this world. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Always a treat to hear from you, Herbie. Thank you so much. So up next we've got Alexandra, then Michael Burr, and Michael Kalpkov, and then we have a new write-in, Alex, doing some comedy. So let's hear it for Alexandra and Carrie, and then we'll hear from Michael. Michael's.
So I'm like, wow, I really wish, I did something, but, first I need to find a talent. I'm like, I'll just tell stories, because you can't really mess that up too badly. And so to warm up for these stories, I need to tell you about my family. So I got my parents, I got my older sister, then I got Antonio. And Antonio is, he's like this tall, and he's like 9, I think, almost 10. And he's real sassy. He's like, he gets real dramatic, and for all you know, Antonio would be like, mm-hmm. And Antonio, when he was about 8 months old, we adopted him from Guatemala. And he's always telling me, he's like, Alexandra, you are so pasty that the sun's just going to fry you. And I'm like, Antonio, knock it off. And we got a sunscreen story later about Antonio.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, Antonio and I don't look very much alike. And somewhere between he was like, baby, and like now, he developed this really strong love for animals. It's like, oh my God, that's so cute. But it got a little out of hand. So I had to write some of these stories on my hand. All these have to do with Antonio and his pets, or other people's pets, or him trying to steal pets. So I'll get there. So the first one, we had this cat. Antonio loved this cat. He's like, oh my God, it's lonely. So I'm like, okay, we'll get another one. He gets a matching cat. So we got Riley and we got Wilma. And they look exactly alike, only Riley's he's a big cat. You can tell he's well-loved. He's a big cat. And I think he's getting kind of self-conscious. Anyways, just call him Fat Riley. It's not nice. So we got Riley, we got Wilma. And Antonio's like, we should have a cat party. So, he types up these invitations for the neighborhood cats. He goes and delivers them. He's like, cat party, be there. And he makes these signs. He's like, cat party, and his arrows pointing to where the cat party is. And, he goes and he picks all of them up. He gets all the cats, and he's just so excited. He's like, so many cats. I love this. It's like the Humane Society, only, I can have them forever. Well, not forever. So, he gets all his cats together. He's fired up and Alexandra, look at these cats. oh, and then they get a cat fight. It's like a bunch of cats in this cat fight, and he's like his dreams were just crushed. He had he's like, oh, these cats and they're fighting, and oh my god, and he's really emotional. And then we gotta take the cats home. Then he's just crying. He's like, oh, we have to bring it home. We don't get to keep it. And I'm like, oh, Antonio. So give the cats back. And then the next one is when he tried to kidnap a cat. He got a lot of neighbors. All the neighbors are really close, and 4 houses in a row. They each have someone in my grade, so there's 4 sophomores. That sounds like so much fun and crazy, oh my gosh, yay. But I'm the only girl. So, growing up, they're like, Banjo's a girl. And I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? And so, Antonio, he goes over to one of their houses. They didn't know that. He goes into the back door, and he sees their cat, and he's like, oh, there's a cat. He's grabbing it. And my neighbor walks in, the one in my grade, which I wish it was their parents or something, but it was the one in my grade. And he's like, Antonio, what you doing with my cat? He's like, oh, and he sets it down, and he books it out of there. And I'm like, oh my God. So, he tells all the boys in my grade, and I was in 6th grade, so I'm like, oh my God. I'm already super awkward. Why do they just to tell all the boys about, okay, whatever. And then I got over it. So he tried to kidnap a cat, and it still comes up. The boys in my grade are like, hey, Bandra. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, remember that one time your little Latino brother, stole that cat? And I'm like, almost. Almost. And I had to write on my hand because, classy. Couldn't remember. Oh, Tonio, he recently got parakeets. That's the new edition. Make a lot of noise. And he's like, oh, this one's lonely. So, he pulled that lonely trick twice. Not just twice. And, the first one was Spark. Spark was a handful, but then I'm like, got another one, Clark, Spark and Clark. Yeah, they make a lot of noise. Feathers. Who has to clean it up? This girl. And see, one time, girl had to go to the bathroom. So, go to the nearest one because, I'm lazy. And I'm like, Tonio, I need to go to the bathroom. He walks out. And when people do that, when they don't want to see something, they go, and they shut the door. They do that thing, you know what I'm saying? They're like, there's something hiding, don't want to show you. And I'm just like, okay, what's in there? What's in there? And he's like, oh, nothing. Nothing. His little body going like this. And I just gotta get him out of the way. Go in there. His birds flying. He's like, they need to be free. And I'm like, they do not need to be free. We are putting them away. There's feathers all over. And I'm like, I'm telling Mom. And my mom's like, yeah, they're birds. And I'm like, no, you guys are crazy. So, and Spark and Clark are doing pretty well, annoying me. Oh, I got an eBay story. Tonio found out what eBay was. That's exciting. Online shopping, find a bunch of stuff. He looks up cat houses. And they're the little climbing things. I'm not sure we call them cat houses, the climb. Tonio's so excited. Bandra, I've been dog sitting, cat sitting, and chicken sitting, babysitting all of people's chickens and stuff. He's like, I'm going to buy a cat house. And I'm like, okay. I wasn't, keeps the cats away from me. I like them, but he's like, this is a cat. And so I'm like, that's enough. So, he orders one. I come home, there's a small box. And I'm like, is that what it came in? And they're like, yep. And I walk around the corner. It's a thing this tall. It's taller than I am. And there's little ledges for the little cats and fake mice for him to play with, the cats, And I'm like, how did it? And my dad looks defeated. He's like, it said some assembly required. And they're like, we spent an hour on this. And I'm like, this takes up, where are you going to put this? Anyways, the fat cats can't get up there. So, as a game, we put them up there. And they're and you watch them land on their feet because that's a thing that I don't think that's always right. But anyways, Antonio and his cats. And then Carrie has a story about Antonio and his sunscreen.
So I work at a place in town here called Kids Hideout, and it's a place where parents, they drop off their kids for the day, and we take them on field trips and stuff. We'll usually walk them to the library or to Dairy Queen. Sometimes we take a trip to a beach or something out of town. And there was one case where I was in charge of a select group of 10 kids, and Antonio was one of them. And I knew Antonio. I knew what his deal was. I've heard the stories. And so I'm taking him, and we had to put sunscreen on before we left. And that was not an issue. Alexander's mom told me, no, Carrie, Antonio, you're not a big fan of sunscreen. If you try to put him on, he'll run away. Because he doesn't think he needs sunscreen, because he's kind of,
He bites.
He's not pale. And so I put the sunscreen on him with the assistance of Alexandra's mom. And we get to the beach, and we're having a nice time, and we stop for lunch, and of course the kids have already dried off, and they've already washed off all the sunscreen. So before they hop in after lunch, of course they have to wait the half an hour, because you don't bother swimming. Like, you gotta wait the half hour, right?
Don't drown.
So I'm sitting there, and I got I'm counting my kids, and I go, I have 9 kids who's missing. And no one knows, and we're like way far up on the beach. And I look, and there in the distance is Antonio running out to the water. He's dead sprint.
He's a chubby boy. He's chubby, so he's like...
I'm pretty sure he came back with everyone. Like, he came back in line. But then he went, oh, man. I don't know, what hangs out at beaches? Like turtles, ducks? He saw some sort of animal and probably sprinted back out there. But anyway,
nothing.
I dead sprint after him. So, like, in the David Hasselhoff movies where he's, like, on the beach or whatever, and he's wearing those, like, tight swim trunks, and he's totally shredded, and he's, like, running out. Anyway, that's me. And I'm, like, running out to the water. And I see him, and I don't know how I muster up the strength, because what does he weigh?
Oh, I don't know. He's small, but he's like, he's tiny legs and like a big belly. I don't know.
Anyway,
he's crazy.
I don't know how I mustered up the strength, but I picked him up, hoisted him over my shoulders. Okay, I didn't hoist him above my shoulders, but I picked him up.
Dragged him.
I dragged him, yeah. I picked him up, and I carried him back, and I said, what are you doing? He said, I don't need no dang sunscreen. That's what he said. Yeah. And I slapped some sunscreen on him, and he tried to drown me.
I received a picture from Carrie not long later. He's like, your brother's crazy. And I'm like...
I had no idea how crazy he could get until that fateful day.
I have one more quick story. And I was like, can I tell the story? But it seems like it's good. So it's a Santa story, okay? And if there were kids, like, wait. Am I good?
I think you're clear.
Okay. So there's no kids. I just don't want to ruin it for nobody. So Antonio, he's like, Santa, Santa. And like all his friends at school, he's in 4th grade. They're like, Santa's not real. And they're like, Antonio's like, no, yeah, he's real. And, he kept asking, my parents kept asking, and they're like, Antonio, I'm going to give it to you straight. You're old enough. Santa, it's not real. It's just me. It's just me. And Antonio is known for his, temper tantrums. Like, he has one all the time. Like, all the time. But this was the biggest one we have ever seen. Okay, he was like 2 hours, like crying.
How big?
It was huge. It lasted for like 2 hours. My parents are like calling, like, oh, Antonio, it's okay. And then after a while, they're like, we're going to bed. Good night, Antonio. You cried enough. Like, we just kind of need to let you be now. And they go to bed. 15 minutes later, hear a little knock. My dad, gets up. He's like, oh, and opens the door. And he looks down. And there's no Antonio. This huge pile of, like, toys. And there was a note that said, if Santa's not real, then I don't want it. And he put his trumpet there, and he was just, could hear him crying in the distance. And my parents are like, you are, like, call out for him, didn't come. They're like, okay, Antonio. Like, if you knew Antonio, you'd be like, that's right. So, they're like, good night, Antonio, good night. And shut the door, and, like, 15 minutes later, all the toys are gone. Like, all the toys are gone. And there's a note, and it said, I'll see you on the road. My parents are like, what does this even mean? And the front door slams. And my dad, he's like full weight. He's like, oh my God. And he's like running like, Antonio. And like, Antonio, that stinker didn't even leave. He's just standing by the front door like hiding in a shadow. He's like, and my dad's like, what are you doing? And he's just like, I'm running away, Dad. I'm going back to Guatemala. And like, I'm walking there. He pulls that card all the time. So, calmed him down after a while, and if you meet Antonio, don't mention Santa. Don't even mention the Tooth Fairy, because I don't think he knows yet. So let's wait a little bit. Let's wait till Easter, wait for the Easter Bunny. And Antonio, he's good about letting us know when he loves us. He, gives us notes. It's real cute. But he also lets us know when he hates us. He gives us cards when he loves us. Cards when you hate us. And so it's cards like, I hate you. And I'm like, oh. And I just kind of laugh because I'm just so sick of these temper tantrums. And sometimes he spells things wrong, and it makes me laugh even harder. And he gets mad. He's like, I'm like, ugh. So, ever meet Antonio? Don't make him mad. Give him animals. No, actually, don't give him animals. And don't mention Santa. Okay? Thanks.
That was great. My little sister loves animals. And she's not so little anymore. She's like 22 or something. But when she was little, she used to pretend she was a cat. So I'm sure he'll get there. You go from loving animals to being an animal, then you go back to loving them, and then you go into like not caring anymore, and you're a teenager and moody and stuff. But all right, so next up we got Michael Burr, and then Michael Kalpkov and Alex. Okay, so let's hear it for Michael.
Check, check, 1, 2, check. All right. You went into the kitchen cupboard, got yourself another hour, and you gave half it to me. Sat there looking at the faces of these strangers in the pages till we knew them mathematically. They were in our minds till forever. We didn't mind. We didn't know better, so we made our own computer out of macaroni pieces, and it did our thinking while we lived our lives. It counted up our feelings and divided them up even, and it called that calculation perfect love. Didn't even know that love was bigger. Didn't even know that love was so, hey, this fire, it's burning us up. Hey, this fire, it's burning us up. Oh, So we made the hard decision. We each made an incision past our muscles and our... Made the hard decision, and we each made an incision past our muscles and our bones. Saw our hearts were little stones. Pulled them out, weren't bleeding, and we weren't even bleeding as we lay them on the granite countertop. We beat them up against each other. We beat them up against each other. We struck them hard against each other. We struck them so hard, until they sparked. Hey, this fire, it's burning us up. Hey, this fire, it's burning us up. Oh, 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 oh. One day you'll look to see I've gone, for tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. Someday you'll know I was the one, for tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. And now the time has come, and so my love I must go. And though I lose a friend, in the end you will know. Oh, one day you'll find that I have gone, for tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. Yet tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. And now the time has come, and so my love I must go. And though I lose a friend, in the end you will know. Oh, one day you'll find that I have gone, for tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. There you go. Song doesn't. We passed upon the stair. We spoke of what and when, although I wasn't there. He said I was his friend, which came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone. a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. You're face to face with the man who sold the world. I laughed and shook his hand, made my way back home. I searched through foreign land, for years and years I roamed. I gazed at Gaisley stare, all the millions there who must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. I never lost control. You're face to face with the man who sold the world. Who knows? Not me. I never lost control. You're face to face with the man who sold the world. Thank you. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Past 100,000 miles, I'm feeling very still, and I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much, she knows. Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead, there's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear? Am I floating in my tin can? above the moon. Planet Earth is blue and there's nothing I can do. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so following Michael Burr, we're going to have Michael Kalpkov, and he's going to be giving us a little treat. I'll let him explain it because I'd probably mess it up. And then we'll have Alex. Is Alex still here somewhere? Okay, fantastic. You're last. We do have a little bit of time left, so if anybody else wants to step on up, you can. Otherwise, we might wrap it up a little early tonight. Just another reminder, Lado and Wright is coming tomorrow night. They're a fantastic contemporary Irish and English folk duo, and they're mind-melting musicians. They're really great, so it'll be a super fun show. And if you guys want to come, tickets are only $10. You can buy them at the door. All right, let's hear it for Michael.
The most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria, 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 Maria. All the beautiful sounds of the world in a single word. Maria, 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 Maria. Maria, Maria, Maria. I just met a girl named Maria, and suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Maria, I just kissed a girl named Maria, and suddenly I found how wonderful a sound can be. Music playing, say it soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria, 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 Maria. Soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. The most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria.
So the musical is May 5th through 7th. Come on down.
Then we will be done for tonight. And we'll be back in May on the first Thursday. So we'll hope to see you guys in May and hope to see you at Dinner Theater. The show's called Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike. It's a Tony Award winning comedy show, and the dinner's going to be fantastic. So maybe You high school kids can get your parents to bring you along, or you can come on your own. Tickets are going to be between $30 and $35, but you get dinner, and it's going to be awesome. So let's welcome our last act of the night, Alex, with some comedy. Let's give it up for Alex.
Ooh, it does work. So my name is Alex, and how are you guys? That's good, Lucas. So, I'm a sophomore, and I'm also in the West Side Story, Glad Hand. So, I'm going to tell you a story. I have a magical tree at my backyard, and you know, I always make these great sandwiches. Every morning, I have Doritos, bologna, some mayo, cheese, mustard, and horseradish. So I go way up here. Baloney! You suck, tree! Baloney! It was a good car, Mikey. It's okay, man. You live once, twice. You may kill Bernardo. See, look at that face. I thought you were doing comedy. Okay, now. Okay. So I'll tell you a story. Last year, we went to Duluth. There's alpine slides, you know. There's like this little slide thing with wheels. I didn't wear my glasses that day. It said, do not race. So my dad told me, hey, you want to race? I was like, sure. So I was ready to go, pushed down the brake, went all the way down, and all of a sudden, I see this big drop. I was like, crap. The sled went straight and dropped. I was sliding on the concrete. I have scars. Okay, I got it. So that night, that really sucked. I had to sleep on a couch. Every time my arms touch a couch, it hurts. So I'll tell you another story. 5 months ago, teen camp, best time of my life. So every night, when security guards go out patrolling, you know, I decide, hey, let's mess around with the other bay. So I gathered my troops, I grabbed a bunch of pillows, and we had like little disposable cameras for flashbangs. Oh, that was a fun time. And all of a sudden, we were rattling and rumbling, you know, and all of a sudden, this big guy. He gave me, you're dead, buddy. He grabbed 2 pillows. I was deaf. And all of a sudden, someone screamed out, security! I was like, what? I was the only one, and he looked at me. All I said was, I had to go to the bathroom, sir. So I walked away. And he's like, okay. So the next night, same thing, pillow fight. And I had another big guy with me. He wasn't big. Carrie, I'm sorry. What? Shh. It's okay to be small. I love you, man. Thanks. So, somebody decided to stack these bins to block the door, you know? And we were hitting each other, and security came. He was pissed. He was like, what are you guys doing? He, slammed the whole Benz down, and he opened the door. He slammed a kid and broke his nose. I was sad, but I laughed. Sucks to be him, I guess. So I will tell you my childhood. When I was growing up, I was down this low and round. I was round. and fat. I couldn't see my toes. Until now, guess what happened? Steroids.
Get to the chopper! I'm the governor of Alaska!
Thank God he's not in Minnesota. Just as bad as Donald Trump. Man, I love Donald Trump. Put up the walls for the immigrants. But I also love Bernie Sanders, an old guy, just really old. Look at Obama. He's gonna be a mummy. Now Hillary, oh my God, I don't have nothing to say to her. Hillary, she's a nice old lady. Too bad. So, Barack Obama, you know, I love that man. I love a dream. I have a dream. Oh, wait, wrong guy. So I'll tell you another story. At daycare, down in Royalton, there's a huge barn, you know? Lots of cats. Lots of cats. And you know, Mikey, I like cats too. So these cats, they're crazy. She just let them out in the field. And you know what? I love animals. You know what happened to those cats? An eagle came by. I was like, oh! Did you see that? Julie! She's our daycare lady. She's like, we have 50 of them later. What? Those are gonna die too? And you know what? Back in the day, way back in Royalton, I loved playing Star Wars. Yeah. So I had this nice green lightsaber. Oh man, I had this fight with this one kid. Oh man, that was a good time. I wrecked my finger. But also we raced bikes too. And we had this huge race around the neighborhood. And guess what happened? I fell off my bike. I was first. But then someone told me, you don't have to stop right away. I pulled my brakes. Face plant on the concrete. It hurts a lot. I had a rough childhood, I know. But it was crazy. I love those scars. What, is that a bad thing? It's fine. I'll talk to you later after all of this, okay? So are we having a fun time, guys? Raise your hand, guys. Now we need a volunteer. Come up here. We're going to play a game, okay?
Okay, we're gonna play a game.
Patty cake, are you ready?
Patty cake.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2. Do the beat with us, guys. Hey, Jesse, how's it going, man?
Hi, I mean, I guess it's fine. You're screwing it up, man.
I know. Oh, here we go. So we're going to rap with me, okay?
What?
Rap.
No, I'm not gonna rap.
Okay, I'll do it first. My name is Alex. How about you? Okay. Give a clap for him. Give him a clap. Woo! Medal. Man, I got a funny story for Lucas. So, how's it going, man?
It's going good.
You remember Lincoln? And you remember in 5th grade I had to do the Dairy Queen bike trip? Yeah. I failed that day too. Hit the mailbox. Carrie, that's a lie. I saw you. But Lincoln was a blast, man. I love you, and I love you. And Deep Portage, that was a blast too. So Deep Portage, we had this one group. We had to be the wolves, the top of the food chain. You know that one game, Lucas? Yeah, that was a fun game. So here's this game for a food chain, and we're top of the food chain. We're the wolves, and we have to eat every other animal. So this one group, we saw I think the foxes. We tricked them. We're like, oh, we're just the fishers. We can't kill you. And all of a sudden, we're creeping up closer, and they're like, why are you getting closer? I have no clue. And I kept going and going, oh! They ran, and we won the game. It was a great game. And you know what's a good game? Football. And Austin, I know you love baseball, but I love football. I don't know, you should ask him. Fine, you want to hear a joke? Knock, knock. Boo. Hey, there's Mikey's acting. Oh! Roasted. But Austin, we didn't get your roast party yet. What? Oh man, Alex Krause, 2016.
All right, guys, that was super, super fun. So thank you for all coming tonight for open mic night. Remember, we don't have open mic night in April. We got lots of fun stuff that happens at Great River Arts. So if you have any questions about upcoming stuff, we've got a Beatles tribute band and Later and Right. We've also got some fun classes coming up. So we hope to see you guys there. Otherwise, we'll have open mic night again in May, and we'll see you for that. Thanks for coming.